Hello and welcome back to Old School Modeler. My name is Nick. So today is a part one of a new project I've been working on. But first, it is now November, which is my birthday month, and November 22nd, 2025 is my 31st birthday. Yep, I'll be turning 31 years young. Sometimes I feel pretty old, but sometimes oh, my back, and but I'm turning 31 on the 22nd of this month, so it will be Saturday. I might make a post or something about it. I don't know, but that will be my birthday. I won't be getting any model kits or anything. I already got my birthday present. I got a nice pair of shoes that I've been needing. So that's all right. This is the Gasser / Street Freak group build hosted by the bearded guy Jeff Lawless. He's hosting this. I'm down to the wire on this. I started very late because I had other projects that were in the way. So I only have November here to build this. I think I can get it done. I'm not going to do any wiring or anything like that. I'm just going to build it basically box stock. So I'll show you what I've been doing here. I got the radiator core support ready to paint. I got the engine together. It's ready to paint, prime and paint. The dashboard's ready to go. Steering wheel, steering column. And I noticed this. You stick this in there, look how loose it fits. So we'll see how that goes when I glue it together. I got the headers and dumps together. And then I mocked up the engine in there and I put the headers on and make sure they point the right direction because there's not much there to grab onto. So I got the dumps and the headers. I did get some painting. I got the seats painted. I was painting pretty much all week last week because we had nice weather. Decent weather, not cold or anything. But now this week it's like freezing cold, like in the 30s. So I don't think I will be able to paint this week, but I'm going to try. Because like I said, I only have a month to build this, and this body is a mess. And this is the Monogram 55 Chevy street machine. I got the hood scoop glued in, and then I primed it. I might fill this in with some super glue. I don't know. I got the roll bar assembled and painted, primed and painted. As you can see, that's the color it's going to be. It's going to be pretty much the same as the Malibu, only it's going to be blue in front and then black roof, black top of the quarters and trunk. So I got it mocked up here. Got the rear end painted. And then these tires, I got the slots to fit these tires because they don't fit at all. There's a lip in here. You got to grind that out. And I'll show you in a picture right here that I ground out the lip and with my Dremel tool, rotary tool, Dremel tool, whatever you want to call that thing. And I had the small sanding barrel, and then that lip, I ground all that lip out, and then this wheel would just fit right in there, nice and snug. And then the wheel back fits in there like it should. So that's a little trick if you want to do that. Just grind out that inner lip. This side has a lip too, but leave that for the wheel back. If I can get the wheel back out. You see this lip, this has a smaller lip. Leave that one, grind out the other one, because this will fit in there like it should. And then the slot will fit right in there. So that's a little trick. And then it will also suck in the tires. I got the front end all assembled. That's like 4 pieces. You got the axle, the 2 leaf springs, and the steering link. So I got all that in there. And the front wheels are partially assembled. I gotta obviously paint the wheel backs and the chassis and everything. The chassis is just gonna be black because it has all this molding and exhaust. I'm not gonna worry about detailing any of that. The only thing that's gonna be real detailed is the front axle. It's gonna be the same body color, and then the rear end, and then the ladder bars are gonna be chrome. And we get into this body here. As you can see, at some point this thing was patched, and that is pretty terrible. I had to severely sand that out, prime it again, and sand and prime, and that's a known issue with this kit. So all these white spots, that's all the typical mold lines, but these go all the way down and around. Go straight down here, on both sides, and there. These door seams are atrocious. Up in here, on both sides, it was like non-existent, so I had to carve that out. Carve this out a little bit. So I did the panel lines, and then I had to smooth all this out. There was like a huge lip up here. So I had to sand all that out. And then there's the mold line that goes along there, and it goes up around here, both sides. There's a sinkhole there. I won't be able to fix that. I don't have any putty or anything. And then this side, same thing. I had to carve all that out. All up in here. So I went ahead and I glued the interior to the chassis. So that's all together. So next thing, I have to wet sand it all down, get it all smooth, do all the body work here, Try to get all that smooth. Like I said, that looks a little low right there. There's nothing I can do about that. Like I said, I don't have any kind of putty. And there you can see the tires. They're tucked in pretty good. They don't stick out. So yeah, that's the video. Sorry it took so long to... 10 minutes going on here. Sorry about that. But that's the part 1. I thank you guys for watching. Go ahead, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Do what you want and build that model your way. Have a great night.